And I'm Michael.
And this is
What the Scale?
All right, so last week we talked to you about a little bit about food prep. I think we boiled some eggs. I made soup, and we talked about, what's the other thing?
I don't remember.
Mason jars.
Oh, yes.
So today we are going to make our version of the English muffin, and not the English muffin, what's it called? No, not steak and shake.
The Bouton
McMuffin.
McMuffin.
From McDonald's.
No, it's not from McDonald's.
Well, the one that's 8 points.
Oh, yeah.
In our Weight Watchers plan is from McDonald's.
Right.
And that's what the copycat is.
But theirs is 8 points. Ours is
3.
Yeah, 3 points altogether. Now, the other thing we mentioned last week.
Oh, wait a minute. While you talk to them, I'm going to get out the Canadian bacon and the cheese.
I noticed she said Canadian bacon. My heritage is from Canada, New Brunswick, to be more precise. But I was born and raised in New England. So thus, the New England Patriots, my apron. Now, last time we filmed, my apron, if you remember, which you better, said cautious when hot. And I gave reference to our honeymoon, because wasn't that what you said to me?
No. All right. Moving on.
You didn't answer my question.
I'm not going to answer your question. All right. So we're going to make the McMuffins. So these are the eggs. They're out of the oven. I don't know if you can see them. And we are going to fix our muffins. So if you get those muffins, let's put them right here on the counter.
We've got 4 eggs, so we're obviously doing 4 muffins.
So these are the Thomas, you have the package?
Yes.
The Thomas Light English Muffins. They are 2 points on Weight Watchers.
So it's a light multi-grain, but it's still the light muffins.
But I personally like the Thomas ones. I know there's other ones you can get. All right, so let me get a spatula out. Michael's going to unwrap 4 pieces of cheese. We use the Velveeta. This is 1 point a piece. So he's going to open those up.
Now you can spend an extra point and use other cheese, but...
Right. You can get the thin Sargentino, is that what it's called? That's an extra point if you want to not have the Velveeta. So I'm putting, you can't really see, but I'm putting my muffins together right here. I just bought Kroger Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon is 1 point. You can actually have 4 pieces for 1 point, but I just put 1 point on mine. I mean, if you like the taste of Canadian bacon, you could always put more. So far, it's 1 point, 2 points for the muffin, 0 points for the egg, and 1 point for the cheese. So what does that add up to? Is that 4?
That's 4. She said 3 earlier. I was going to correct her, but I thought maybe I was the one that was wrong.
Well, I could be wrong. It's possible. So we're going to put the cheese on. Are you sure the English muffin is 2 points?
I'm not. You're the one that said it.
Or look in your app. Do you have your app?
I'm not going to look right now. I'm
Okay.
being...
We'll look later. Okay. So,
But the bottom line, it's at minimum is half of an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's.
right.
And, you know, I don't think you would be surprised with us telling you it definitely tastes a whole
lot better. So, I just put a little salt on each one. You could bypass that if you don't. You could put any kind of spice. I put a little pepper, and then they're good to go. See how good that looks? Oh, and we did not toast the muffins. There's no need to toast the muffins. And I just wrap these up in plastic and I put them in the refrigerator. And then to warm them up, you take a paper towel, dampen it, wrap your muffin in it. And I can't remember how, we did it at 80% power.
Right.
For about 45 seconds. And your muffin is really good to go. And we like to grab these on our way out the door and eat it on the way to work. So that's just a nice little handy thing that you can do.
Yeah, it's a real quick, obviously if you fix things up in advance like we do, it's a real quick breakfast. Or if you're like me, I'll use this as a brunch, just something simple with the Egg McMuffin. Yep, we'll set this aside.
Okay, and another thing, this week is entitled Food Prep 2. So the next thing we're going to show you, and somebody in our Weight Watchers class talked about that, and we really love this idea. We are going to make salads for in mason jars, and you can make these. You can make 5 for the week. Take them to work. They stay fresh the whole time that you're gone. All week long, the vegetables are fresh. So, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we've got a very good friends, Tom and Tanya Spilly. They own a place called Kentucky Olive on 42, and that's where we get our specially flavored and infused olive oils. We get our balsamics there. We get our vinegars there. This is one we had tried a few weeks ago.
And we love it.
Yeah, it's
so
just
good.
probably the best thing we've tried as far as a dressing top. I was not expecting this at all, to be honest with you.
We normally have light Olive Garden, or we'd have the Skinny Taste Poppy Seed. But
Yep.
this is more natural, and we really, really enjoy this. It's very light and yummy.
It's called a peach white balsamic vinegar. So we like it so much that we went out and went back and bought a small bottle. And we take this with us to the restaurant. So the large bottle we obviously keep at home. This we take traveling with us. And again, it's just a simple use. Order your salad without any dressing and put this on your salads while they're.
Okay, now when making a salad, the first thing you want to do is you want to put your dressing in the bottom. So we're just going to put a little bit of this. Why don't you do that, about that much in each one. And while he's doing that, I want to show you this. We get this at Sam's. I don't know if you can see it. It's called chicken breast bites, and they're really, really good. There's 3 points for 3 ounces, which is plenty for a salad. Of course, you could grill your own chicken, use rotisserie chicken for 0 points, but this is really flavorful, and we really like it. So the next thing that goes in is the meat. You're putting the heavy things on the bottom, and the lighter things, the last thing that's going to go in is the salad. So while I'm doing this, why don't you start chopping up some eggs?
Yeah, so I do want to mention a little something about the eggs, which may catch you off guard. So I've already talked about the farm fresh eggs, where Carol gets them from her hairdresser. If you notice these 2 eggs, I'll put them close. One is nice and smooth. The other one, after peeling it, looks like it's been beat up. And you wonder, well, what's the cause of that? Yeah, no. So what happened is, always remember, this is what happens if it's a drunk chicken, and this is a sober chicken. I made that up.
I can tell.
You can tell?
Yes.
Obviously, I did a terrible job peeling this one. There is a little trick that doesn't always work, but I bang...
Chop. You need to chop them because they go in next.
Okay. But I tap the ends of the egg, and then I roll them to crack all the way across. So
I'm putting my chicken in here. And again, you can get this at Sam's. What was the name of it? Members Mark Chicken Breast Bites. And it's really, really good. It almost tastes a lot like a Chick-fil-A grilled chicken tender if you've had their grilled chicken nuggets.
Now, there is a method to proper chopping. I'm an Army veteran, go Army. And in the Army, if you've ever served, everything is left to right. Now, also, I've studied Hebrew, and Hebrew is different. It's right to left when they write. How valuable is that for our program?
It's not.
It's not. I just thought I'd give you some trivia.
Okay, I need 2 more eggs. So he's chopped 2, and I'm going to put those in so you can see the chicken and the egg is in there.
By the way, which came first, the chicken or the egg?
I don't know. Why'd the chicken cross the road?
Because! Sorry, that was... That was totally
Scripted.
unscripted.
We don't script any of this. I'm sure you can tell. We talk a little about what we're going to do, and then we just do it. So it's too long to do all that.
Plus,
That
knowing
the
me, I would never follow a script. You probably figure that about me as well anyhow.
All right, so next you're going to put the type of veggies you like. So we just took out some of our favorites. We have bell pepper, or the mini peppers that are chopped. We also have them like this, but I chopped them so you would see.
And I'm a big fan of the colored peppers.
Right.
I don't dislike green peppers, but I just prefer the colored mini peppers.
So I'm putting in cucumbers because just think when you're making your salad, put the heavy stuff down first. I love cucumbers. So we're putting those in. I guess we need a little bit more of this.
And if you notice ours, we didn't peel them. There's the vitamins are obviously a big amount of vitamins are in the peels, but that's your option. Again, all of these, you choose what vegetables you want. You choose how you want to prepare them from that perspective.
Right.
So she's now doing grape tomatoes. Obviously,
Cherry, they're cherry.
These
Those
are
cherub.
cherub tomatoes, the small ones. So again, same thing. We put them in the mason jar, unwashed and unchopped to store them.
Right.
Once you're ready to use them, of course, you do rinse them after the fact. If you missed our first session, if you rinse your vegetables and store them that way, they're gonna rot earlier. We learned that the hard way. You put them in as you buy them, and you do the rinsing when you're ready to use them. And as you saw Carol doing, I like my tomatoes chopped up or cut up, so we just slice these in half, and she puts them in.
Little bites. So this was red onion. I do go ahead and chop an onion and keep it in a jar, and it's great for putting together an omelet. You've got all your chopped veggies, and you just throw it together really quick. Another thing I really like are green peas in a salad. So I'm putting in some green peas. You can do garbanzo beans. You can do any kind of black beans. You could do any kind of bean you like. It just gives you a little more filling and texture, and it just makes it really pretty. So I'm putting those in, and the last thing we're going to do before we put in our lettuce is we're going to put in some of the chopped pepper. I didn't do that yet, did I?
Nope, I don't see any.
Okay. I need a Sunday nap. So we're putting in our chopped pepper, and then Michael's going to get the salad, and we're going to put the salad in, and we're going to be done.
So we're using a baby spring mix. This is basically our go-to salad or greens for our salad.
Very healthy. It has, what's in it? Spinach, baby lettuces, and baby greens. So it's really good. So you kind of want to stuff this down because look, see how much stuff I have in there already? You don't want to dump it on a plate and there just be this. So you kind of pack your lettuce in really tight.
And these are organic, so you can hear the organic theme with us.
Right.
Again, these were purchased from Kroger.
This salad will fill up a whole plate. So when I take it to work, I have a plate that I keep in my desk, and I get it out and I just dump the whole salad on it. You might want to shake it up a little first to kind of get the salad, the vinegar or the dressing mixed well in there. But they're just so pretty and they look so nice. And now we have 4 lunches for our work week.
And it's got tremendous eye appeal. I'm telling you, virtually every time I bring these to work and pull it out, the staff just looks at it and I get a lot of questions.
They want a salad instead of all the hamburgers, I think.
No, they want my hamburgers.
So you can see how pretty this is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we just put the lids on it. And while we're finishing up, we wanted to try and tell you how we're doing on our weight loss journey.
Yes.
As we go along. So last time we filmed, I weighed 5.8 pounds heavier. So I've lost 5.8 pounds.
And I haven't done quite as well, but I'm down 2.6 since our last filming.
But in Michael's defense, he is a diabetic, and it's harder for a diabetic to lose weight. And he sees his doctor soon, and I think she's going to lower his insulin again because actually right before the show, he actually had a low blood glucose moment. So I was saying we should do outtakes so they can see you sitting on the sofa eating your granola bar to get his blood pressure or blood sugar back.
We were actually getting ready to film, and I was sitting over here not standing over here, and felt real lightheaded. All of a sudden, I looked at my glucose monitor, and I was in the low 60s, which once I get below 70, it's tough. But on that subject, the other thing I understand about diabetics, ladies get upset that men get more points, that men lose weight easier. That's understandable. I always joke about that. But being serious, as a diabetic, what costs her, for instance, for corn on the cob for her is 0 points. For me, 3 points.
Right. So he has.
It's trade-offs.
Right, trade-offs. So we're going to leave you here. Next week or next time we film it, hopefully it'll be next week, but we're going to do some of our crock pot meals that we prep, and we can do 12 meals in an hour and 20 minutes. Cost us about $160, and they all go in the freezer, and they last us a month.
Yeah, and it really is fun. We've started doing this a few months ago, something that Carol had seen online. So we've tailored it to our style
and what we like to eat.
Yeah,
so
and it's been fun. Now, not everything we've made has passed the list to try again, but I would say
a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah, there's some that we've made and we're like, no, we always take a poll after. Do we want this again or not? And the ones that we want again are really good. So we will see you next time on
What the Scale?